Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a big hit there on the opening kickoff, and that might set the tone for what could be a physical game. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Niners much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Griffin. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota. And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. In motion left comes Williams. Here's Griffin. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Lions at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
To throw again is Griffin. That is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Once again, Griffin. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Well, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On third down, it's Galindo. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Now back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 14. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. yards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 13.
A throw left side for Pearsall is complete.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Williams being motioned left.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there, and now there's less time. To try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Griffin.
This pass down the field for Gibbs.
Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
A try here for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers 10.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. And now they've got their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll send the tight end in motion. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Back to throw here.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Williams, the man in motion left. They snap it at 1. Now it's Griffin.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right.
He's got his man complete to Pearsall.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The rookie from Tennessee orchestrating things well. It's a 1st down here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
He'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here we go, 1st and goal. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. They do tack on the extra point as well, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Griffin.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
2nd and 9 now. Connects with Kittle underneath. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Now they try the right side here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Extra point try now for Moody.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Niners 24, Lions 17.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Griffin.
And that's caught inside the 35. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd. See if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he'll wind up getting about 8, but the clock will run. Also, don't forget, it's now 3rd down.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
They'll set up a throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. First throw in overtime now for Griffin. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Griffin.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. Now it's Griffin. He's got a man complete. Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering where's that magic line for my kicker. They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash? What do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's 2nd down.
They'll try the right side with Stewart. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime.
Bates' kick is good.
And they have regained the lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Detroit, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-2.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.